How big do you think a Mac versus Jorge pay-per-view would be? I don't know. Thank you for the $2 Canadian. I think it'd be huge, actually, but I don't think they would do it because Masvidal has no ranking anywhere, so I don't think they would do that. Thank you for the $2 Canadian. It would be big in its heat. Like, if they would have done it after Masvidal beat Diaz and they would have just done that, then come on. That would have been huge, but now I don't really give a fuck. Who should Gaethje fight, and what about Masvidal versus Conor at 170? Yeah, I just answered the Masvidal versus Conor thing, but Gaethje could look to fight McGregor. I also would love to see Justin Gaethje versus Dan Hooker. It's a matchup that we haven't seen before in the lightweight division, and I think it's one that would be missed if we end Gaethje and Dan Hooker's career and we don't see Gaethje versus Hooker. It'd be something where I was like, damn, we never actually got to see Justin Gaethje versus Dan Hooker. You know, I mean, that would be a great matchup. But yeah. Chandler built like Alvarez and Mendez. Was Conor's only shot a win over someone relevant? Justin might kill him. But Justin is coming off that brutal KO loss, and he was been golfing for a long time after that. So if there was a time for McGregor to maybe get him, it would be now. But I doubt he would win against Gaethje. McGregor Hooker, who is the best fight for Conor? I reckon they could do a McGregor versus Gaethje. I reckon they could do a McGregor versus Oliveira if he does beat Chandler. I reckon they could do a McGregor versus Covington. I could see that out of nowhere. There are a few matchups I could see. Thank you for the 15 months of membership, Balal's Good Eye. McGregor couldn't beat anyone top 15 at the moment. I mean, there's some options. And Volkanovski as well. I'd put Volkanovski in the mix as well. At lightweight. Because the thing there for McGregor would be that he would beat every featherweight champion in history but Ilya. You know what I mean? And that would be another tip to him. I don't think McGregor's ever coming back at this point. Perhaps. Apparently 2025. I don't know. Conor versus Charles is going to be... I hope that's what happens at the end of all of this. Oliveira smokes Chandler. Early 2025. McGregor versus Oliveira. Oh, that's what I want. McGregor Covington press conference would be wild. It would be wild. It would be. If you think, because Covington would say a bunch of shit. I actually think McGregor wouldn't want that just purely because he knows McGregor would say some crazy shit. You reckon McGregor even fights again? I do, yeah. There's too much money for him not to fight again at this point, right? You get to a point in your career where now you're making big bucks to fight. Like McGregor's, what? He'd probably make what? What do you think McGregor would make if he fights again, chat? Pay-per-views included. 30 million? UFC pay. You got to consider UFC pay. He could probably get a good 50 mil boxing payday. I'd say 25 to 30 million would be my guess. That's too much money to just leave on the table, you know. I know he doesn't need to, but if he wants to run for Irish Prime Minister, do you know how big a quick, nice, tasty win would be for him? And even if he loses, you know how big an extra 30 million would be for him? If he really wants to run for leadership in Ireland, a tasty win just before he runs, that's night and day for him, you know what I mean? So there is something on the line there for him a little bit. Gaethje said UFC offered 80K for him to coach tough. No, they don't offer 80K. I think it's like, I think even back in the day, it was like $250,000. So I think it's a little bit more now. It's not 80K. Thank you for the $2 Australian. Impression of Volk seeing Dana at an AA meeting? I don't know. Thank you for the $2. Don't know. That's it, done. It's the last time I caught you here. Hey, you're going to put down the drink? Sick and tired of it? Hey. My throat's a little bit messed up again. I'm a little bit... I don't know what's happened to me. I got this cough now. I'm just going through deathly illnesses. I think my body is... it's becoming stronger. And it's nerfing me to make me stronger. I don't like... honestly, yeah, if McGregor Chandler happened, I'm not fucking hyped for it at all. Anyone else? Like, I don't care if McGregor could get a win. If they eventually did a McGregor versus Chandler fight, I would not give a fuck. Like, I genuinely wouldn't care. I hate Chandler. I don't want him being viewed by the youth. He's a negative influence on the young people in the country, and I don't want him in the spotlight, ever. I want Oliveira to smoke him dead, and then Oliveira versus McGregor would get me fucking hyped, because then at least Oliveira gets some reward from it. You think Charles ever fights for the belt again? Maybe, yeah, if he goes through, you know, Chandler, then McGregor, then yeah. But I mean, I don't think Makhachev is going to continue much longer. What's the word on Conor versus Chandler? The word is that it's cancelled, and Oliveira is now fighting Chandler at UFC 309 MSG. Thank you for the $2. And you want to know why Oliveira's taking it, dude? Because he's a genius. Okay, let me tell you why. Oliveira is one of the rare fighters in the UFC. Hear me out. Why is Oliveira taking it? Why the fuck would Oliveira take it? Oliveira is one of the few fighters in the UFC that has a non-championship pay-per-view share contract. He's getting on the Jon Jones final card. If he beats Chandler, he's going to steal the McGregor fight. Non-championship pay-per-view shares for Oliveira. He's running to the bank, dude. Oliveira's taking it to the bank before the end of his career. How'd you know that? Because Dana White said he would get pay-per-view shares for his fight with Gaethje, even though the belt was not on the line and he wasn't a champion. He wasn't a champion at the time. He went to a contender contract and still got pay-per-view shares. Let's go, Olives! Charles Oliveira, show me the money, my brother. Show me the money, my brother. Show me the money. Show me the money. People don't realize how big Charles is in Brazil. He's massive in Brazil. He is. If Charles loses, I'm not going to watch the sport. True. Thank you for the $2. I can't stand Chandler in the spotlight. I want him gone. Okay, that's what I want. Who does Conor fight next? I think Conor McGregor could fight Justin Gaethje or Oliveira if he wins. Good, mate. Join me, Spaces, mate. No, he hasn't messaged me recently, so now I want him to. I'm sick and tired of him acting like he's not friends with me. Now they're going to do Conor versus Paddy. No, they won't do that at all. No, if Paddy wins against Dariush, they're going to do him versus Moicano on Tough. I think that's a good paycheck for both of them, you know. I think Tough is like $500K each for the coaches, regardless of who they are. So it's pretty good fucking money. So I reckon that's what they're going to push for. McGregor versus Oliveira is a nightmare for Conor. True. Thank you for the $2. And you know what I'd love about a Paddy versus Moicano Tough is if Pimlet is completely out of shape and fat during the filming of the episodes. Anyone else? I want Pimlet to be full, fat-faced, and disgusting looking for Tough. A whole episode of him just stuffing his face and like, yeah, lad, go running or something, lad. I ain't fucking ass, lad. Go on hip pads or something. Thank you for the $10. Bro, Chandler's announcement vid, corny as usual. Bro wasted 2 years just to get subbed or slept again and then never fight Conor. True. Also, Dustin reposted some tweets hinting at a quadrilogy. I don't know. I doubt it. Thank you for the $10. Dana said to be in your seats by 6:30 PST. That's 9:30 my time and 2:30 a.m. Sunday for you. This is officially the latest start for the 2:30 for the prelims. No, that's not true. He means for the main card. He means for the main card. Yeah, he means for the main card. Idiot. Thank you for the $3 Australian. Rubet. Indeed. Rubet. Chandler hasn't won a fight since 2021. Lol. He did almost sleep Olives, but I think he's going to lose this time because he's been out for so long.